Walk. All right, so we're gonna set up here. Lance and Larry reporting in for IGP1 tracking. Larry will indicate the articles. When he looks at me, I give him a piece of food. Walk. We get to our 2 meters away. Make sure my leash is good. He has to look at me again. Sit. Sit. He gets a piece of food. Walk. He has to sit again and look at me and wait. Sit. Sit. Good. Now I wait for him to look at me, and then I'll signal the start of the track. I want to teach him looking at me gets him what he wants. Good boy. Sook. This track has been aged for probably about 50 minutes now because I was doing other things while it was aging. There's 4 articles on the track. Good boy. Larry's a pretty powerful point. So the things that I need to look for him is a very manageable speed. Because as he gets more and more confident, he's started to speed up some. So work on that later. Right now I just need good overall sniffing behavior. We have So what I do is I wait for him to spread his front feet apart, and that's how food comes to the article. Because I don't want him pawing at the article, and he was doing a little bit of that there, so I just wait him out. His response is good now. You can follow really close. Sook. So on this restart attempt here, I threw the food down, sook, and it was too close to where his other food was, so he started searching again for more food. So I just have to be on top of that. So we have a corner coming up here, it's marked by this pink flag. I don't help the dog very much at all. So this corner, he crushed it. I'm not steering him, I'm not helping him. I want the dog to learn if I lose the track, I'm going to teach you how to find it. Because, you know, when you get up in higher levels, a 2 and a 3, you have no idea where that track is. So I want the dog to work. You see I have 1 line on here, I've never had 2. I don't steer the dog. I don't do a lot of that stuff. I want the dog to learn this is how I eat. This is independent. You can come up here even with us. You can walk in front of him or whatever. It doesn't matter. Now Larry's tail, Larry always has a really good tail, so he checked right there, which is okay. As long as he doesn't leave the track, you know, he doesn't lose a point here. So you see his tail super high. Emotion is judged in tracking. About 10 years ago, I lost 9 points for emotion. Okay, so Larry is off the track here. Sook. Good boy. So Larry's problem is he can get a tad lazy at times. So Larry found a second article here. Same thing, I'm going to dribble food until he spreads his feet. And then if this doesn't become a behavior where he spreads his feet automatically, I'll work on it off the track again. Sook. 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 Good. So we had a hard restart there. We have a corner here. Did well in the corner. Happy with that. Another article. His feet are pretty good right here, so he's going to get way more. And then we'll probably cut here because it's going to take him a little while to eat this. So we're ready for the restart. Larry actually did kind of restart before I told him to. Sook. Good boy. So it's a pretty windy day today out here. and I'm really happy with the way he's tracking right now. I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks and he's gonna be boarded. So we're gonna see what happens after that. But his foundation is pretty good. We have another turn here. Okay, Larry blew through that turn. Okay, so he may have a propensity to come back to me. He's off the track now. Okay, he's found it, and we're back on. That's what I want. I want my dog to have the capability to problem solve this out. Plots, plots. So I'm gonna have to work this down off of the track, because Larry likes to have his left foot curled underneath him a lot, and I don't like that. Don't like it at all. So I'm actually gonna manually plots fix that. Good boy. And I'm actually gonna pet his feet here. Trying to tell him your feet are in the right spot. Some people may think that's silly, but I don't care what other people think. So that's the end right there. The double flags. So we have, he's found all 3 articles. We have 1 more article to go. And this is probably the equivalent of a 1 track, except for it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 turns instead of 2. So when Larry got done eating last time, he did try to pre-start the track, so I'm going to make sure that he's not doing that here. So I got to rework a few things, and this is just going to take some time. Tracking is a tedious thing. One thing leads to the next and the next and the next. But overall, he's got a great comprehension. He's got a good foundation. So it's only up from here. He's a little bit lazy, he's a little bit immature still. Well, very immature. So when I get back from this trip, mid-November is really when I'm gonna start getting on top of him and cleaning this stuff up and get him ready for his BH and his 1. Okay, so he thinks he's found all this food here. The wind is pushing through like this, which is the optimal wind to track a puppy. I did track where the wind was blowing in his face. So I try not to do that. It's gonna happen a little bit. I try to always track where the wind's at his back, and that seems to be the best way to teach a puppy or to teach foundational tracking, because the dog's not trying to pick his head up in air scent. All things that can be problems and make a lazy dog lazier. Sook. I don't care that he crawls to start. That does not bother me one bit. As long as he's moving and starting to track again, I can care less. Great sniffing behavior here. Did a peek at the camera guy there. You can hear the traffic in the background. I don't care about distractions, it's part of it. Our final article's coming up about 10 feet in front of these double flags. And at first the flags became a distraction. Stuff shouldn't matter. See this laziness? That's what I gotta fix. Sook. Sook. So he's not gonna get much reward for this. It's all he's getting, because he was very lazy on that. So that's all the reward he's gonna get for that. Very little. And that's the end of our track. To take the stress off the track, I will give him his toy when he's ready to reset, which he is. Free. There is no power in this reward. He gets to walk with it and that's it. Come on. Thanks for watching.